the cradle of quartz. You see, quartz is a holy stone for the servants of the clockwork goddess, so when Harcourt the Fisher reported his discoveries to the Templar Bray more than a century ago, the leading cogs swiftly launched an expedition to investigate the holy site for themselves. Traveling by airship, the Briac Cleidry brought plenty of supplies and equipment for what they expected to be a major exploratory effort. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another exciting episode of the All Guns No Glory podcast. I am your host, GM Jeff Ball, and we are playing Pathfinder's Remastered 2nd Edition. That is at least for the player side and the character side of things. I may have remastered a few monsters, but you know what? I don't have to when they're tough as nails. I think that this particular adventure, compared to others that Rollmongers have run, have not been too harsh like some Pathfinder or too easy like some other things we've done. I think there's been a nice combination of roleplay, run, gun, intrigue, difficult monsters, sticking it to them. I can't remember many combats that lasted less than 5 rounds and many more that went more than 12, unless it was a proper boss fight. This pleases me. Gentlemen, when last we left our wandering outlaws, you were amidst the mana wastes, tracking down a holy site called the Cradle of Quartz. And now, after a night's rest and leveling, we did level, right? You leveled. Everybody remember level? Yes? Reset some XP. Yep. What level are we now? 6? I think we're 6.
Yes. Do we get fresh hero points at the beginning of this? Of this
yes, you do, sir. Yes,
squeeze that out there before we get into
No, it's all good. That's all good. I just happened to find a thing in the settings here for Fantasy Grounds that could have possibly allow more than 3 in a session. Of course, I shut that off really quick, but, you know, because we have patron points, you know? Patron points that are used to pull your butts out of the fire or make things a little tougher if some things go a little too easy. Guys, rounding a proverbial corner, the sun shines down on a site which really is what I can describe as a picture is worth 1,000 words. I mean, they even have the iconic sorceress NPC pre-gen player character sort of drop to her knees, going, holy quartz, looking at this thing. A canyon, much like our American Southwest, or maybe Egypt, a rocky cliff face, very tall rectangular stones, and nestled at the bottom of it is what looks like a sculpture, like somebody took a bunch of crystal and tried to make those modern sculptures that came up in the 80s made out of trash and metal. They would
almost
dump
like
a whole bunch of
glass-blowing sculpture.
Yeah. But it's very sharp-edged with cogs and tall, long crystals and everything, with a sort of a pink haze at the bottom going into the pale blue, purple spectrum of light. And they have this great shot of like light coming from off-frame, shining down onto it, literally giving the proverbial holy, oh, you know, as you guys round the corner, and there you have it. I mean, no one's invented GPS yet, so we suppose we have it. I mean, what else could this place be? But hey, instead of spending an entire episode learning about what you all did and skills that you've maxed out around the campfire, I would like for us to play forward, and every time you use a new skill, I would like you to tell me, I'd like to use my new ability this, and we'll pump the brakes just for a quick moment. You can explain what it is, how it works. We all learn something new in the remastered edition and move things along. It makes things clunky in an excited way. I mean, Pathfinder's crunchy. I would say at least 50% of our audience are the rules lawyering type, just so you know what you've signed up for. But hey, we are still heavy into story, into parody, into comedy, and definitely into role playing. So, gentlemen, as we cautiously move closer to the basin and find what appears to be a main entrance, laying against the stone, the face of this crystalline structure dwarfs things that you have seen in the city by comparison. Oh, there's Skyside and Skyside Towers, but the Leaning Tower of Pisa, the Eiffel Tower, got nothing on this thing. It's shiny. So shiny. Gentlemen, to answer an unanswered question, you wonder what the structure might be inside because there is a main doorway. I will tell you this, okay? The hallways have your basic 10-foot ceiling. Chambers, every time you enter a room, will have a basic 15-foot ceiling, unless described otherwise. And more details to come. What do we do?
Thank the machine goddess, we have finally made it. I thought we were going to be stuck in that desert for the rest of our lives.
Now, hold on, Val. It wasn't so bad. I'm assuming this is a new day we're starting here, like at this desert thing, right? A brand new morning.
New morning, Val. New spells, new maximum hit point totals.
Well, I was walking here, Val. While we were walking, I was actually picking up little bits of bones and stuff from different creatures, and I made this little satchel here. And from what I understand, if I did it right, it's actually going to help one of my companions today. So, Charwin, I think you could use some help. And I'm going to give Charwin a little bundle of bones and bone bits and things like that I would kind of find as I'm wandering around. And this is a feat called root magic. And during my daily preparations, I assemble a small pouch with bits of herbs, hair, sacred oils, and other ritual ingredients, which you give to one ally. And the first time that day the ally attempts a saving throw against a spell or haunt, they get a +2 bonus.
Okay. Would you like the old GM reaction or the new GM reaction to what you just did and said?
The new one.
That was some smooth role play, back and forth with your fellow character that leaned nicely into an opportunity to describe a new power feat. I would like to give you a hero point for that, sir.
I will take my hero point there, Sky God. Thank you.
Yes. Would anyone like to know what the old GM would have said?
No.
Moving on. Moving on.
But, Manubrio slides up beside Charwin and pats him on the shoulder. Say thank you to that, my friend. It makes him happy. And then I look at the bundle and be like, it's creepy, but it makes him happy.
So, where do I put this exactly?
Put it in somewhere you just feel safe, maybe one in your pockets, or you can carry it around your neck. It's all up to you. I made it for you. You do what you please. Just keep it on you until, you feel like you might be in a little bit of danger.
Charwin looks down, doesn't see a lot of pockets, opens up his waistband.
That, sir, was a good choice.
So, Pip, you might be asking yourself, what are you looking at and why are we here? This has actually been our destination the entire time when you came upon us in the airship. We are looking for a scientist, which is rumored to have come here.
You have a name for this scientist?
The name is escaping me at the moment.
Oh, that's my cue. Yeah. You don't remember his name?
I had it in my notes in my old character sheet, and I can't, I wasn't able to, copy and paste my notes.
Oh, okay. Anybody else?
It's on the tip of my tongue.
I
joined your party in his warehouse. I cannot for the life of me remember his name, but I do remember he's riding on a mechanical cat.
Mm-hmm.
A mechanical cat? Ooh, you piqued Pip's interest.
His name was Olaman Koaswana.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why we didn't remember it.
Yeah, I know.
Alderman Kawasawana.
I mean, I'll type it out, but damn.
So if you happen to see a giant mechanical cat, sphinx sort of thing, then you'll have found the person we are looking for, most likely.
I will make sure I keep my eyes out. Thank you for this knowledge. It might have been a little easier for me to help lead you guys here if you had told me we're looking for a giant quartz palace.
I knew it was called the cradle of quartz, but I had no idea it was actually made out of quartz.
That's very fair. They do seem to like to name things for their namesake without actually having anything about the item there. Shall we head towards a gentleman?
Yes, maybe your fancy armor can get us inside, if it is locked.
Not a problem. Let's head on in.
As you guys proceed and the door gets bigger, that sort of thing, can I have perception checks? Let's main page it, just for fun. No reason.
Nat 20, let's go.
There you go.
I rolled it in the tower.
I rolled a 10 for a 22.
Okay. If you check your initiative log, you'll find out the mystery of that, Troy. I'm assuming that the actual initiative
12
log's
total.
on-
I'm assuming it was a natural 1 then. Yeah.
Let's check. Yes, it was. Charwin got a 20. El Membrio got a 10. You got a 1.
Well, he
Got
was
a 10.
distracted giving out his little bag of
Yeah,
mud,
yeah.
and
He
that
was.
was.
All
And he's
right.
just so happy that Charwin accepted it.
I put
All
it
right.
in the right spot.
So here's something fun, shall we say? Okay. He, with the worst initiative, perception, can place himself anywhere he wishes on the map. Because if he didn't perceive danger or threat, he might walk up to a window, walk past something, completely unaware. So let's start with Hilo. Anywhere you want to be. You want to be at the door, you want to go over to a wall, you want to stay back here, not to make you paranoid, but anywhere you want to be. He's pinging. I see pinging. I hear nothing, but I see pinging.
So I'll probably walk about 20 feet forward and 5 feet, or 25 feet forward with one diagonal, and then stay there.
Okay.
Don't really know what I'm
Please.
looking at, just kind of walking forward,
Yep.
not really looking for anything, thinking, wow, man, this place is amazing. Holy cow.
Okay.
I haven't seen anything like this in my whole life, or unlife, or at least until today from when you found me.
How long has that been? Would we have like a scrapyard birthday for Pilo? Hasn't been a year. I don't know, something
I
about
doubt
the
it's
future.
been 2 months with our...
Yeah, I know. Well, if we're thinking about party relationships, congratulations. The party's been together for 3 months. What, are we dating? Oh, you bought me dinner. All right. Next up, we have Pip and El Membrio. Place yourself anywhere on the map you wish. But I will reveal some movement, a little bit of stirring that you guys notice in this corner and in this corner. And along the stairway, things are like a rock turns over. Something that's same color as dirt and brown shuffles close to the ground. To cautiously approach. Nope, L runs right in. Gotta love this guy. Oh, I see something. I go catch it. Play. It's the dog side of you.
It's instinctual.
Yep.
Can I
15
do
feet
a recall knowledge?
up. You may. Are you happy where you are?
Yep.
Okay. I'm not burning actions for this movement. I've decided for funsies, since I'm wasting all this time chatting about it, that this is where you guys are. You wandered up and you kind of just sort of wander up, and then the encounter happens when you guys are there, not lined up in the back sitting ducks for a fireball. Just trying something a little different. The new DM.
Well, on the
Okay.
off chance that we are approaching a combat, I would like
Okay.
to activate my what's it called? Swaggering initiative.
Okay. On
And
your
that-
initiative, sir, we'll do that.
Gives me a +2 to my initiative.
Okay.
And I also get a weapon
No
in
problem.
my hand.
You boys in the back, before we activate initiative, because remember, perception was a skill you were using until initiative starts, and then that perception roll begins initiative. So I'm back in time when you guys are just wandering around being perceptive, you see. So, Charwin and Blaster Valentine. Now, Valentine, you do not have to be in combat to recall knowledge. Are you interested in the structure?
Yeah,
Or
so I
something
have
that you might
lore. I have engineering lore
Oh, okay.
or crafting lore.
Okay.
I'm going to use engineering.
Yeah, hit me in the tower. 17. This goes beyond something that's programmed in your memory circuit. It doesn't look unnatural or warped like the things you may have glitched memory in the Mana Wars. You know what I mean? And yet, it does see, like the cogs that are crystallized and stuff, it does seem to have some sort of guiding hand. While you are mesmerized, shall we say, the movement around the steps becomes apparent to all, and I will reveal creatures that come warbling out. They have wings, long tails. They seem bat-like wings, avian in nature, yet they are currently walking along the ground, kind of, shaking the sand off them while we're trying to stay out of the sun heat. They're close to the wall, so they have some kind of shelter maybe from said heat and said sunshine. But as you enter their turf, it seems that they are positioning themselves aggressively and defensively, and starting at the top of initiative with brand new, because everything I gave you up until now is free. Charwin, you're up. Blaster, get ready, you're on deck. Suddenly your danger sense will click in a moment and you'll snap out of your reverie. Charwin, what do you do?
All right. So there's basically two guys kind of to the northeast of Little L and me.
Okay.
So I would like to.
Did you read the description if you hover over them?
Yes.
They're giant, sickly-looking roosters.
Yeah, that's weird. They look more like dragons with a rooster head.
Yep. Well, welcome to the Mana Waste, right?
Mine does not say giant. Mine says gaunt, sickly roosters.
Gaunt,
Oh,
yeah.
I'm sorry. You are correct. Gaunt. So they are gaunt as in thin and, certain parts of their ribs and everything are
Hungry.
exposing. Yeah. Maybe.
Sorry,
I would... Charwin, you were saying? Yeah.
I would like to do a nature recall check.
Okay.
I'm kind of curious if these things are even a danger to us, or maybe they're babies. I don't know.
Sure. Hit me. Action 1. What is this thing? Wow. Oh. Yes. You remember this. This creature has mutated from the classic cockatrice and has sort of become a Mana Waste staple and favorite. A decade, maybe even 100 years ago, and it's evolved into its current form and has not evolved further. I'm not saying they're commonplace, but in this side of the world, this is your basic cockatrice. You're pretty sure that's what they are. And with a nat 20 and a 32, I'll give you a couple of things about defense and such, if you wish.
Sure.
Okay. What to look out for? They can fly. and they have an ability called calcification. If you're calcified, you are turning to sort of stone.
Bone.
Yeah, bone. Yeah,
Sure.
this is. My Pyle's gonna want to adopt.
I'm
one of these
immune, right?
things. A peck from these things hardens the flesh of the creature struck. The target must succeed a 22 fortitude save or become slowed 1 or slowed 2 on a critical failure. Further failed saves against calcification increase the slowed condition. Once a creature's actions are reduced by 0, the creature becomes petrified. That's a really good point, Troy. Let me think about that one. I mean,
You're gonna peck
here's the
up
thing.
flesh.
a tree can become calcified over time and turn its molecular structure into, something like a stony bone. I will say though, probably because of your nature, like a save would be like a crit save, and a crit fail wouldn't count on you. Be basic, you know what I mean? I could give you at least that much for your composition. It's exceedingly hard. No. I really like this. I really like the idea that I didn't think you were splitting hairs. It was a fun comment, and it's like, yeah. And lately, because don't forget, we're playing a higher level campaign, like their 11th, 12th level on Friday in Age of Ashes. We're coming across these hardcore decisions much more rapidly. And their go-to usually is for some kind of resistance or immunity is bumping the saves. I think Matt and Drew back me on this. Anyway,
Yeah.
Sorry, back to Charwin.
I mean, otherwise your defense permanently increases.
Yeah, he's a statue that you guys have to pick up and stand around places, but
Yeah.
Let's target both of them, and I will use my new focus spell that I gained.
Okay.
Called Pulverizing Cascade.
Okay. So standing 20 feet in off the edge of the board, there is a raised step. It's massive, like it's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 feet wide and then angled to go back to the stone. And it's the proverbial large step up, so probably a good 1.5 feet or more to step onto this thing. The steps themselves are like 10 feet deep, 15 on the next corner, and there's a second step recessed only about 10 feet deep from the main doors because you guys are about 20, 25 feet off the door. Standing still on the ground is Charwin. Directly in front of him is Lil L. And these things are sort of coming at us off the wall to the left, one on the higher step, one on the lower, just so you guys have this painted in space in your picture mind. So poof, zim zalabim, you drew it up. A what now?
So it's a 10-foot radius.
Okay.
It creates a pair of towering waves that slam into each other, crushing the creatures caught between them. The creatures take 5d6 bludgeoning damage with a basic reflex save.
So it's like a water spout that goes out in every direction from a center?
Think of it like my spout spell, but it's like, or cantrip, but there's two of them. They come up on either side, and
It's
then
like-
they slam into each other.
Like the reverse of parting the Red Sea.
Yeah, anti-Moses.
Star Wars Day, like the two logs hitting the AT-AT from the Ewoks.
Oh, there you
Yeah.
go.
Nice. Okay, I got it. And now the audience is confused and scared of Charwin, as we all should be. All right, man. Cast a spell. It should roll saving throws of the creatures for you.
Oh, my.
33. One gets a crit success and one gets a fail.
All right. Let's see what the damage is. 19 damage. One takes nothing. The other takes 19.
Okay. One does the beat of wings and manages sort of to get off the ground and let the wave hit it and carry it forward in momentum as it flies forward, as opposed to just being on the ground and getting slammed. Manages to and then surf up, and you hear some pipeline music. Little pipeline music there, and he gets away from it. The other one takes 19 points of damage and is somewhat wounded. 2 actions for the spell, I'm assuming?
That's correct.
1 recall, 2 spell action, which brings us to Blaster Valentine. What shiny crystal rocks? I wonder who made them. Oh, combat. What do you do?
And I have an initiative reaction into
Yes.
the fray. Yeah.
Okay.
Where basically I get a free stride while also like pulling my weapons out.
Okay. Where do you want to go?
I'm gonna go diagonally to there. Diagon Alley.
So south and forward?
Yeah.
Towards the other foe? Sure.
Yeah, kind of like fanning out. So
Yeah,
I got the
no,
right.
that's good.
I got the right
Yeah.
flank, the south flank.
Yeah, the bottom right flank. There are 2 on the top left, I guess you could say. Nice. Okay.
Um,
And then
I'm gonna shoot Gaunt, Sickly Rooster number 4. Got him targeted.
Okay.
All right. No whammies, no whammies, no whammies. Hit it with a 23.
hit it with a 6. You rolled a 6.
I rolled a 6.
I'm just saying, you hit a creature by merely rolling a 6.
Yeah.
Feels good, doesn't it?
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
For 12 points of damage.
Nice.
Um,
Shoot a hole in its wing. Ping! Screeches at you. Caca! Wow, I actually get to use that entire sound effect for this whole battle. Watch out, guys. I just realized that.
No.
Yeah,
I'm going to
that's right.
stay, reload for my second action, and then fire again for my third action.
Sure.
Another hit with a 27. 15 on the dice that time. 5 damage.
Okay. Well, not a bad opener. Smoothly moving into position, rapidly firing, cover your friends. And then, of the 4, 1 at the top, number 2 near the door above it, number 3 below the door out on the lower step, and number 4 down on the corner. Now, the whole step itself is in a recessed alcove. Even though this alcove is like 80 feet long, there is sort of a sidewall coming out, and this thing is up against said sidewall where Valentine, you notice there's some sort of like kind of a window. It's thick, but the light reflection seems different, as if it's letting light through it through the wall beyond. And this creature comes flapping into the air. It launches itself, and with a 40-foot speed, it starts, it moves forward, hobbles up with a flap onto the stair next to it, then as a 5-foot stride diagonally tries to get some launching ramp speed. So it, hobbling along for a good 10 feet, flapping its wings to get airborne, for flavor, and takes to the air with a fly speed of 40 feet, 20 along the ground. Well, I've burned 10. Anyway, with still only maybe 20-ish to you. 5, 10, okay. It comes flying at you. Now it's at shoulder height. And it tries to, as it comes right at you, instead of going a flyby, it kind of flies at you. And you know how they do movies where like the chicken gets in the guy's face and it's hovering all around his shoulders and head? And there's that, this is what it's doing. It comes right at you and starts pecking at your shoulder and stuff. And tries to get you. And we will see if stone, bone, gears, wires, fluids calcify and get messed up from my beak attack. And hits you with a 27. 1d8 piercing as this thing's magically beastied, mutated, sharp as stone, obsidian beak pierces your shell. And I need a saving throw from you, sir. Fortitude.
Gets an 8.
A basic fortitude save. DC 22.
It's a 19.
Would you like to use your hero point?
Yeah.
Okay. Thoughts out there?
That's a 20.
The rate's still a fail. Okay. Failure. You are...
Dice are not on my
Yeah.
side.
Nope. Yeah. By the look of this, it's saying save and you're slowed 1. Fail and you're slowed 2. Crit fail and you're slowed 2 and have another saving throw to be petrified. And then you have a chance of breaking out of it and recovering itself each day. So this thing smacks you in the shoulder. And I wouldn't say it has a rusting effect, but flakes on your tubes and wires and this just peel and harden, you know, like an outside shell. Just not rust, but this white, gray, stony, you know, just starts hardening, changing your molecules. It sucks. And you are, you know, you're having some bad roll with that gun shoulder of yours, and you become slowed 2. And I will move on to El Manubrio. What do you want to do?
Well, neither of these two creatures in front of me are in the area. They're both on the ground, right? Or is one in the air and one on the ground?
Everything near you has not taken flight yet. They're on the ground. The only one that's in the air is the one that's attacking Blaster. So you do have the proverbial
I think
jump
if I
on
just move to there and then move to
Where-
here.
Can I have a bit more description in the here and the
So-
there?
I will take a step to the northeast,
Mm-hmm.
and on my way by, do a kind of curving trajectory, putting Gonsigli Rooster into my reach as I step into range here. But I'm going to activate my new ability called Dastardly Dash.
Okay. I'm assuming this is technically one stride, not 2 actions of stepping.
This is a single action, yes.
Okay.
But Dastardly Dash. I love this move, it's so good.
All right.
I shall read it to you. You dash past an opponent, confounding them with your underhanded tactics. Stride up to half your speed. Attempt a trip or dirty trick, if you have that action, against one opponent you pass within range of at any point during your movement.
Okay.
So I choose the one that I kind of slightly curve past for the target of my trip.
Okay. Rooster number 2.
So first, here you go. Please trip him. $15 on the dice for a total of 27. Success! Target falls and lands prone. Ole! Granting me, but of course, a little bit of panache.
Okay. I will
And
give
for
him
my
the
next action,
prone condition. Yep.
I'm going to trip this guy too. I'm unstoppable. 23. Success. Target falls and lands prone. Ole.
The battlefield is littered by things his own size. Watch out, right? You know, it's in that.
He's in heaven.
He just-
Finally.
just dominating the battlefield.
And for my final action, do I risk a strike? Yes, I do. I will whip this guy who I have come towards that I just recently put on his buttocks. Can you apply the prone condition, sir?
I'm still trying to get over the fact that you went from 5 levels of Spaniard and added 1 level of Frenchman for your 6th level. But yeah, prone, and what else?
Prepare yourself.
Everybody's prone. What else do you need me to add?
That's it. Prone down.
Okay, yeah, no, they're prone. Yeah.
Oh! Ouch! I should have not done this. I will use my hero point
Okay.
because I rolled a 1. Let's try this again. Maybe better? 16 is a miss. Really?
But not as embarrassing.
Well, I tried. And that is my turn.
Yeah. Charwin flicks his fingers at you. They have an AC of 2-1. 21. Taps his skull. Recall knowledge. There you go. Okay. Next, 3 little roosters in a row. Oh, did I have the wrong rooster go at the wrong time? Maybe I did. Oh, that's fine. It's fine. We'll just swap their positions. Oh, there we go. And you're like, what? Bear with me. Okay. Next to the one that flew out to attack Valentine, there is one all by him lonesome. Pilo, what is your favorite sided dice to roll?
8.
And Pip, Jack, would you like to be odd or even in this
Odd.
decision? Odd? Okay. Give me a D8, Troy.
That's a 1.
Odd it is. It goes for the halfling because obviously I've already hurt this calcified looking dude. I have no interest in you. Now there's something interesting. What if it's just- Well, no. If we hit you, you would calcify and all this stuff. No bonuses. But what if we never even wanted to hit you because of a deception? They just think he's calcified and is on his way to being slowing down, you know? Maybe one of the other ones got him. They're just not interested in Pilo. It's a twist. All right. So, scrambling, head down, wings out, tail, this long snaking tail in the air, and it runs bouncing along the 10-foot towards you, step doing the angle, jumps, tries to take flight, and gets at your head level. Wah! And comes at you, Pip. Hoi hoi. With the beak. Combining. Now, I'm pretty sure as a single action, you could probably combine your 2 movements, but since these guys are just getting going, I'm fine with like running and then flying and causing each action to be, and the single attack. Goes swooping past you. No one ducks and covers and flails his arms like Pip Pipperson, I tell you. What's your last name, Pip?
Codsworth.
Codsworth, sorry, like Pip Codsworth. And this thing actually misses him.
Not the face.
Exactly. All right. Next we have, funny enough, we have one that's prone. It flips itself over and falls over, and Charwin.
Yes.
Roll me your favorite dice. Almambio, are you odd or even?
I think I'm pretty even killed today. So even.
Okay.
7 odd.
Odd it is. Again, hop, skip, and a jump off a step. Little
He's
bounce and comes. Yeah, he flipped over as the first action. And then I was deciding who to go after. Hop, skip, and a jump to come after you, right? And flies. And because I was doing 2 actions for these guys to kind of get going, I'm going to have him do full flight. So he launches 5 feet, and then second action goes Do you have attacks of... you have reactive strikes as I fly by you?
No.
Oh, okay.
Not yet. Not yet.
5, 10, 15, 20. And I'm also going to put him a good... Oh, let's not make him bigger. Let's freak everybody out. A good 10 feet in the air. Okay? These other guys, we're going to say they are 5 feet in the air, as in they are at... Because I said they were at your shoulder and head height. Does that make sense? Okay? And that's him. The one that is literally at your feet, sir, as an action, flips over, right? And goes into cockfight mode. The wings go out, it stands on its hind leg, and it starts circling you, looking for an opening, and comes bouncing along the ground like a little chickadee and strikes at you.
I will use my reaction.
Okay?
Oh, never mind. I can't. He didn't hit me.
I miss. I miss. I flip over, prance around for flavor. I'm adjacent. He attacks you once, and with penalties, attacks you twice. Gets you the second time, and...
I will use my reaction. Another new move.
Okay.
This one is called Dodge Away. You are aware of the attack and you aren't off guard. Oh, but it doesn't matter. Oh, wait, maybe it does. You got 24? Aw, no, but if you got 23, it would have mattered.
What? You're not following what?
But I do get a step for free. So I'll take the step for free.
Okay.
To
What did
give myself.
what did the number matter?
So it gives you a circumstance bonus of +1 against that attack, but I have 23 AC and
okay.
But it gives me a step to
Sure. So do you want to go back diagonally towards Charwin or just straight back towards the edge of the step?
just straight back towards the edge of the step.
Sure. That's cool. Because usually when things get locked in place, everybody runs up and there's not a lot of moving around. So I love abilities that shift the battlefield a bit. It's very cool. I like that.
Yeah, Swashbuckler has got this build for Swashbuckler is all about repositioning and tripping people, really.
Okay. As long as we remain in these mana wastes to the east of the kingdom of the longboat.
Oh, you got to roll
Pilo
damage. I did get hit.
I know. Pilo Jesus will be known as Sir Pilo. And Sir Pilo, everything is happening so fast around you. And our young doggy friend takes 5 points of damage and I need a saving throw.
Fortitude? Will? What?
Yep,
do you-
Fortitude. Sorry. 22. Fort.
Ooh, a 19 for 32. That is a crit success if I needed 22. I don't know if that matters, but...
Yeah, calcify. Come on, I've got so many layers of lacquered paint. That's nothing.
Ha! Yeah, that's true. I wonder if I get resistances on that. No, probably not. I think it's just bleed is the only thing I can't do.
Even though you guys are not flesh and blood, because you have so many characteristics, they it's your stuffing, it's your whatever, right? Anyway, since this calcifying you happens at a cellular or molecular level, I think it might look different or come out differently on each character's material, but you probably are, same effects. Still dancing with the whole bone, the guy's walking bone. I'm still very intrigued with Troy's, usually him and I get into it, but I'm I like this one. I really like this argument. I do.
You're sure it's slowed 2 on a regular fail?
Yeah, because a save is slowed 1. Hang on, let me read it again. Calcification, incapacitation, primal transmutation effect. A peck from a cockatrice hardens the flesh of a creature struck. The target must succeed a DC Fortitude save or become slowed 1 or slowed 2 on a... sorry, you're right, on a crit. Okay, so down at the bottom here, it was saying save 1, 2, and then it was talking about the other effects, and I was looking at the wrong part. My apologies.
Because that's pretty extreme. If
Slowed 2 is pretty rough.
slowed 2 on a regular.
You are being turned to
fail.
stone.
When you get to 10th level, though, you guys do garner minor effects on saves and only get off scot-free and critical. And again, sorry, This is the high level thing playing against my GM brain. I will fix that for you, sir. And at least you caught it before we kind of wrecked your turn. Anyway, where were we? Pilo. Sorry, Sir Jesus. What do you wish to do, sir?
Don't forget it again.
He's shaking his fist at the sky. Damn you, deities of... What are you talking about?
So Pilo basically walks up to the door enameled and everything, and then all of a sudden all my friends get attacked, and I go, oh, geez, where do these things come from? 1 minute, guys, I'll help out. I have a whip for a weapon, so I'm actually able to make an attack right away on this guy who's 10 feet from me, aren't I?
Yeah.
Let's just do that.
Funny, because you're actually elevated on a step, and his base of 5 feet is off the ground. He's like a nice eye level for you, yeah.
Nice eye level there, yeah. So is he targeted there, Jeff, or you want me to target him?
I got him, sorry.
Perfect. And I will roll in it. Come on, pick up the dice. There it goes. That is a 24 to hit, which does. And that is 2 damage.
Okay.
And then I'll take the whip and go, whoo, this lasted 1 whip, eh? Give a little spin and give him a second hit with penalties. And that is a 19, which misses. And I'm in a good spot, so I'll use my third action to attack again with the third miss and see what happens. And that's a 10 total, so critical miss for that one.
Okay.
So there's a hit, a miss, and a critical miss.
Okay. Going into Nethys, someone told me that they've possibly changed the idea of a crit miss, and if I'm right about what I'm thinking, I might make you guys immune to the loss of action now that you're above 6th level. Low level guys blunder, do a crit miss, and our standard thing was like, oh, you're slowed, you lose an action, to make it better than just a miss, right? Because crit saves and things are terrible. So I'm going to get you guys to dig into Nethys and see what they actually talk about using the GM of a crit miss. Now, apologies, I should have done this before, but we do have some time before we come around to Pilo's turn again and give you guys something to do. So that's Pilo done. Okay. And Pip, you're up. What do you want to do?
Pip will try to put his armor into overdrive after ducking the lovely peck attack to his face, which is a level-based crafting check. With a 15 of 29, it does activate since my level of 6 makes it a 22 to pass. This will add a half of my intelligence? Yes, intelligence modifier to my damage. And even though Jeff loved that he thought I named this, Pip will go, Megaton Strike! And attack the cockatrix that attacked him.
I do love that you call it out like you're an anime character as well. I'll give you that much.
It's for branding.
I know.
We're gonna sell these things.
So it's Stabco's Megaton Strike, right? Megaton Stab? No? We'll workshop it. You just keep going.
I was not targeting the closest one to me. I believe rolling a 6 plus 14 for 20 is a miss.
So what you can do is we can actually grab your roll right out of the chat window and pull it onto your target like this and go doink. And it says miss hit. I guess Jack and I did it simultaneously.
I thought you were just telling me how to do it. And then Pip will absolutely look distraught as he misses his attack.
Yeah. No, you're fine.
Megaton Strike is 2 actions, so that is his entire turn.
You're quick on the FGU, man. I like it. And next, we declare round 1 over, and it becomes round 2. Charwin.
Oh man, that guy is 10 feet above me. Okay. I think I will turn my attention to... Actually, that guy's still down next to Little L. Is he still prone?
Both have managed to flip over.
Okay.
Now, I'll say he's still on the ground. Everybody else is in the air.
It says the one beside Charwin is prone as well.
Oh, I've forgotten to take it off. My bad. And the reason these guys are being so nice to me about this whole thing is because prone will affect their attack rolls, and if I keep it on or leave it off, we're not playing a legit game. There you go. Okay, all better.
Okay. Let's run just to the north of Little L.
Okay.
And then I will try to stab this guy that's still on the ground. Ooh, 3 on the dice for a 16 for a miss.
Do you see how that actually threw like the tiny sword caught icon at the mini? Did you see that? He's attacking this guy. Like they're really trying to video game this up kind of thing. That's pretty cool. Supposed to be using our imagination, but okay.
Let's try attack one more time. Oh, another 3 on the dice for another miss.
Okay.
And that's me.
Okay.
How do you do it, Little L? Just missed twice in a row.
Oh, Little L misses twice all the time. He'll tell you. He's writing a book about it. Oh, you mean how he hit things? Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm just backhanded complimenting Matt while he's muted and busy. All right. Blaster Valentine, you're up, sir.
All right. I have 2 actions because I'm slowed 1. 2 actions because I'm slowed 1, correct?
Yes, that is correct. And this is not crit fail slow. This is the effect of the calcification.
Calcification.
Yeah.
So I will move. I'm going to move twice. I'm going to reload while moving towards the doors. I have 25 foot movement speed. I'm as straight of a path as I can go towards the doors.
Okay. So you're gonna like run around this thing or under it? Because you're gonna kind of interact with the one that's near Pip. 5 feet in the air. Means
I won't run under it. Yeah, no, I'll just run between them.
Yeah, sure. 5, 10, hop up, 15. First thing is 20. Second one's going to be 30. So you're willing to burn a second action to get right to the doors?
Yeah.
Okay. 30, so you're already into your second action, gets you right to the door. And last action, you want to try and open said door?
No, that's all my actions if I'm slowed 1.
Okay, that is correct. However,
but then,
it does... Sorry, go ahead.
Then I can attempt a fortitude save to reduce the slowed value.
Right, so pack of couch faces further fails. Further fails increases the slow condition once creature reduced to 0. By calcification, the creature becomes petrified. After 24 hours after it was petrified... Doesn't say getting it back, though, automatically or otherwise.
No?
No, not immediately.
I was reading, just doing some research about this effect, and it was saying that that you can use the end of turn save. Don't forget that this
Right.
condition is
When
an
you're
affliction.
when you're petrified, right? Are you reading petrified or calcification? Because there's two separate effects.
No,
This
the calcification.
Okay, so sure, read it out.
It says at the end of your turn, you get a fortitude save to reduce the slowed value.
Okay, cool. Because it is an affliction, and yes, we've recently covered other afflictions. What I'm going off of is they talk about the powers on the monster's sheet, like a quick and dirty.
Yeah.
And to your credit, I do like to keep this open door to the rules lawyer because, again, it's kind of a Cole's note thing. But sure. So now that you're done, give me a Fort 22, and we'll see if we can't take it from you.
Yes, nat 20.
Okay, it is gone. And that brings us to the bad guys. Hey, where did my target go? This thing pitches. Now, they used to have a fly speed, and they would have good, moderate, bad, and the fly speed would have a classification of how fast this thing could bank and turn. I don't think they have that in the remastered anymore. However, for flavor, I don't like these guys like doing Illmans and flipping over, okay? I would think a small wing creature like a rooster can turn pretty well, but I'm going to continue its trajectory towards where it was. So it's going to continue moving to where you were, at least 5, and then try to bank around. So we go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 would be 30 for the second, 35, 40. So even with because they're fly speed, once they get momentum, he banks around and flutters. This angry rooster, like some little beasts, hornet and other things, goose, right? It locks onto you and ignores what its friends are doing, ignores other meaty targets right in its way. This tenacious little thing goes flapping after you, chases you right to the door, and tries to peck you in the back with the 3, and misses, and takes penalties. But its beak is a magical finesse weapon, by the way, and tries to peck you again. And this time gets a hit and does 1d8 plus piercing. Can I have a fortitude save, sir? That is a fail. And oh man, I'm sorry. I am sorry. You just got rid of it. And he manages to read, hey, where you going? Where you going? Get back here. Get back here. I'm not done with you. El Manubrio. What do you want to do, little L?
I want to press my advantage.
Okay.
And continue to whip Gaunt Rooster number 1.
You're going to whip it. Whip it good.
26 with a hit.
I will prepare the prone button.
Nope, this isn't a trip. This is just a whip.
Okay. I should really leave these things
For
up,
8
right?
damage. Yeah, the trip's cool,
Okay.
but it's I just use it to start my panache. So once I have it, I just beat things up. Because it's so fancy. So first attack, 8 damage. Second attack is a miss. And for my final action, I think I am going to do it again. Oh, with another miss. But I had to try. And that is my turn.
All right. Gaunt Light Rooster. Sickly Gaunt Rooster. Not Gaunt Light Rooster. Different campaign. Check out Monster Interrupted Podcast. It's the other thing we play Monster Lights. On Monster Light. Yeah. Just losing it here. Pip. Your time has come. As an action, I must flap to remain in flight. And it, circles you. Bagak, bagak, bagak. As an action. And then attacks you with its beak. With a 22. And it has to roll an automatic miss against you. Did you throw up an ability? Because I didn't roll that. It just did it on its own. Mischance DC 11. What have you got up and running? What have you done?
I have no idea.
Have you activated some kind of cool ability? Are
No,
you
I have
hiding?
not.
Did you hit a hiding button?
There was already a hiding button on me.
Okay. Want to shut that off, please? Because apparently we've got a DC 11 chance of straight up missing you.
I never turned it on. I don't know how to turn it off.
What's going on? Oh, that's interesting. Anyway, a penalty and a second attack. And a nat 20.
It says he's hidden, Pip.
Yes.
Yeah.
How do I turn that off? I never turned that on. I don't know how to turn it off if I've never turned it on.
Hey, it's working for you. What the hell, man? Or some technical difficulties. Okay, there. I took it off. I mean,
Thank
you have a hidden 9, conceal of 3. Wyatt goes a hidden 11. Anyway, I got a crit. And then automatic miss because of the 6 hidden. But if you're telling me it had nothing up and running, I'm going to take that crit. Sorry. That's interesting. All right. So, Mr. Pip. Who is this guy? 1d8 piercing from my magical beak. You take 7 points of damage. And can I have a fortitude save of 22? Or suffer your friend's fate, you will.
Rolled a 14 for 25.
Very nice. Very nice, sir. Well, that's me. Moving down the Gaunt Rooster Gauntlet. Out in the middle, everyone ran away. What the hell? So we move forward 5. We bank 15. We bank again, coming back around, and that actually counts as 25, and then come right up behind, finishing a single movement. Even with the cool flavor of doing a wide rooster turn, with 40 feet, this thing unfortunately has more than enough as a single move to come all the way around and hit Charwin from behind. I will even have him come like right down on your head, since I have him at the proverbial, 10-foot level.
Not my bald spot.
Coming hit from behind. And he will attack you, Charwin. And hits you with a 23. Please take 1d8 points of damage at 4 and a 22 fort save pending, please.
18.
18 for a fail. The slowed condition. Now I put it to you. If someone throws a spell, you want to throw a save. But if there is a constant fortitude saving throw, again and again and again and again every combat, would you like me to take on the automatic saving throws the way you guys do for the monsters, just to speed things along and we just throw out numbers? If Fantasy Grounds is, or do you like that reaching over and clicking your own fortitude? Or for expediency in a battle? I'll let you guys give that some thought. That is a fail, sir. And I need to drop the slowed condition on Mr. Charwin. And then I take penalties and attack you a second time in the back of the neck. And misses you with a 6. Moving on to the last one. Prancing, bouncing forward, coming at our little friend because he's locked onto you. Moving forward. And then beak attack. Hits you with a 16.
I will
You
use
take
my
one-
reaction. Again,
Yep.
it's just going to give me a step because that 31 definitely can't be evaded.
Okay. Can
And
you
you need
avoid
another,
difficult terrain?
You need another fortitude save.
Okay. I do. Can you step in difficult terrain?
I cannot step into difficult terrain. No.
So I need you to move sideways as opposed to falling off the back step.
Yep.
Okay. That is a fail, sir. Close. So close. These things do not do a lot of damage at a single D8 compared to your level. But if they constantly slow your actions, it's a war of attrition. Valentine might have the right idea. Unless you guys can change tactics. They seem to be right now running, gunning, chasing you down, and pecking you off. Pecking you off one by one? No? But Alright. I moved and I attacked you, and I have a second attack at penalties, I believe, sir. Manubrio. Hits you again. D8. Plus 1 point of damage, but another save.
29.
You're good. Pilo. Sir Jesus, what shall you do to turn the tide of this fight?
Oh, well, got lots of stuff going on around me here. So, first off, I'm going to look at Gaunt Rooster number 1 here, which is surrounding my good old pal Charwin. And I'm going to be like, hey, man, get away from my friend. And I'm going to cast Void Warp at it. He's within 30 feet, right? Yeah, he is.
Sure.
And because it's a cantrip, and because I'm level 6, it's a 3rd level spell, so I do 4. If it hits, it does 4d4 damage. So you let's see here. You call upon the void, the target takes 4d4 attack. Come on, why isn't that let me attack here? Button. Oof. I'm gonna roll a. I'm gonna use my hero point on that. One of my hero points. Try that again.
That was his save, I think.
Why was that okay? Why is it not? I mean, it's weird. It's not. Oh, okay, you know what? There's not letting me do the attack. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. Shouldn't have used your hero point there because that was a good thing.
No, I'm not going to. Then. Never mind.
It's a little unclear in Fantasy Grounds. It gets us every time.
Yeah, sorry, you're right. That was rolling the. Okay, so I'll actually have to roll it from spell attack roll, which is on my combat page here.
What's the spell called?
It's Void Warp.
Okay.
Just it doesn't have. I do spell attack damage, but I don't have an attack roll auto populating here in the
Right.
spell.
So
I can't-
it says you call upon the void. Target takes on a basic fort right out of the gate. You don't have to target it, dude.
Sorry, never mind. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Like you don't need to hit it. This thing just gets smacked at a molecular level, and it
okay.
hits
So
its
the
fort.
first time I did it, then it was the first time I hit the button then was a
Failure.
failure. So that would have
So in the bottom left, hit the button that says Norm, NORM, so it doesn't take half damage.
where's the bottom left here? Sorry, I've got buttons popping up here. D20.
Not on your character sheet. He means on the under
To
the
to the right of the modifier panel at the bottom left.
Underneath the chat window.
There's like 10 different conditions you can select.
And that is 12 total.
Okay.
So the number 1 guy there.
I'll just drag it onto him.
Mm-hmm. It wouldn't let me. Yeah.
You're attacking the guy that's attacking Pip, right?
I was attacking number 1 here. When Gaunt Rooster number 1 that was attacking Charwin because Charwin's double teamed here.
Okay.
And then
All right.
I still have 1 action left. Now, it says it's 15 feet, but you're saying he's actually 10 feet because he's within, because he's flying up above and I'm on a step? Because you let me attack him last time at range with the 10-foot reach.
Sorry. The guy that's facing off with El Membro is on the ground. I had assumed you were...
Okay.
Right? I was assuming you were attacking people that were flying around last time. That's why I said, oh, you got a good eye shot.
Yeah, okay.
Right?
So
Anyway,
is number 4, he's on the ground then now?
No, he's actually flying and he's 5 feet in the air.
Okay. So if I tried to attack him, though, would it be 15 feet or would it be 10 feet?
Because of the angle, it would push it to 15, I'm afraid.
Okay, because you let me attack that last time, I thought. Okay, no worries.
Because we were both out in the dirt. We were both standing in the dirt kind of thing.
Okay, gotcha.
Or straight across, you know?
Yep, okay.
Now, that being said, if you... Hang on a second. Let me get the damage on the guy that's owed. So you hit El Membrio's guy in the ground for 12, right?
No, I hit the guy over here, number 1. Gaunt Rooster,
Yeah,
number 1.
that's the guy on the ground that's attacking El Membrio.
Oh, okay, I
Yes.
got you. I see. I didn't see El Manubrio there. He's so small, I didn't notice him.
Yeah, okay. Maybe I shouldn't shrink the mini. Sorry. Okay. Now you're looking to attack. I'll change your target. Okay.
Yeah, to the guy.
And it's telling me 10 feet regardless of, but it's probably not taking the map. These steps are only like 1.5 feet. They don't do much for your elevation. So you're okay. I'll give you 10 feet. That's fine.
Okay, so this Gaunt Rooster number 3, he's targeted, and I will turn and then use the whip on that guy because that gives me 3 full actions there.
Mm-hmm. This is
And it's
not an easy fight, so I'm not going to split hairs with a couple things, you know?
That is a 21, which is a hit,
Mm-hmm.
and that is another 2 damage to it.
Okay.
All right, I got a couple of them for you guys. Let's kick them out our asses and get in this temple fast.
Pip.
Pip will be very cross at the really gaunt rooster cockatrice thing attacking him. We'll just try to Megaton Strike right off the bat.
Okay.
I will then roll to hit with Megaton Strike here.
Okay.
For a 4 with an 18. Missing again with Megaton Strike.
Okay.
Assuming that this was happening, Pip will then try to just attack it again with penalties.
Okay.
There we go, for a 16 for a 26. For a total of 4 on the rooster. Guys, I don't think I'm doing too much. What's going on? Are we going inside or not?
A wide paved road covered by blown sand had led you to this 2-level platform set before the temple's entrance. A stone shelf above the entry had provided shade. Double doors that Valentine currently stands at are 10 feet tall, and they appear to be made of weather-beaten bronze. The walls surrounding this bronze portal are inscribed with an intricate network of gears that circle the doorway and cover most of the visible surface. Massive crystalline spears of ice blue quartz jut from the surrounding cliffs that you saw on initial entry. Several window shafts cut into the face of the cliff show only dark pools in what could be assumed the rooms beyond. And at the end of round 2, beginning round 3, we will see you all next time.